bold flavors, beautiful pours, and serious date night potential. The Lark in Ada is serving it all.
Welcome to Coffee with Steve and Margot. I'm Steve Drake.
And I'm Margot Drake. Welcome, Greg and Jeremy.
Hi, guys.
Good
Cheers.
morning. I love the wine.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Amen.
Well, that's what we're talking about today. So first question, Greg, tell us who you are, what you do, and your favorite thing about West Michigan.
Okay, so I'm Greg Kellermeyer. I'm the chef, GM, co-founder of the Lark, the beautiful space you see behind us. And yeah, what my favorite thing about West Michigan, I really enjoy, I guess, the proximity to everything. As far as, I don't know what, experience, right? 2.5 hours to Detroit, 2.5 hours to Chicago, kind of 2.5 hours to Northern Michigan. It just seems like we have so much experience around us that kind of creates a little hub here for, people to, do just that, experience. We have a beautiful state, beautiful people, and just a lot of cool stuff. The lakeshore, obviously, that's probably the biggest one, I guess. But
Greg just took all of my answers for that question. So.
That happens.
Something quickly. All right. Yes, Jeremy.
Yes.
Tell us who you are, what you do, and a little twist on your favorite thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll
rack my brain. Okay. My name is Jeremy Drewitz. I'm just cruising into midlife here. Certified specialist of wine nerd. Here I'm the retail associate, maitre d', hype man. I kind of do a little of everything. Clean some tables here and there. Go to storage. It's a dream come true to work in the wine business, and thanks to Greg and May for letting me do that. Favorite things about West Michigan, other than what Greg said, the seasons. I love the change of seasons. Yeah. I've been in places before where seasons don't change, and it messes with your head. So I love, summer going into fall and winter going into spring. And just to riff off of what Greg said, being a wine nerd, we're 2.5 hours from wine country up north. My wife and I go 3-4 times every summer. Just we're members of a bunch of places up there, and you don't get that in a lot of places. Not a lot of wineries in the middle of North Dakota or South Dakota.
That's awesome. And both of you, for perspective, have lived outside of Michigan. Greg, you've lived outside of the country, haven't you, for a time period?
Just travel.
Just travel. Okay. All right. But all over the country. So it's nice to know that you have looked at other places and you still appreciate West Michigan.
There's so much to appreciate. And I love hearing the answers from everyone. They're all so different and everyone has their different takes. So that's why I love asking that question. So tell us about the name, the Lark, because I feel like that was our experience of finding you guys. So talk about what the Lark is all about.
Okay, so the name itself was just kind of workshopped in our, really just amongst our team initially. We kind of have 4 partners in our group, and initially the first name was after my son, Gardner. As soon as we, kind of transitioned into what this is now, I guess, we just started workshopping it. We had a group text, me being somewhat childish. Of course, I'm throwing out, probably inappropriate things that shouldn't have been included in name discussions. But the Lark, we kind of settled on. It was something that we, kind of in the middle of these talks, kind of passed up and circled back to. And just the definition of the word itself, adventuresome, kind of spontaneous, all that. And then just the songbird, people know meadowlarks and larks. And it's one of the few birds that actually sings all day, not in the morning or at night, which is...
Love that idea of spontaneous place to have a date or just enjoy yourself for a little bit, because that's really the way that we found the Lark. We peeked through the window and I was like, what is that place? It is calling our names. We have to find out. And then we had just a lovely couple of hours there meeting you guys.
Yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
So you have an outside patio that is dog friendly, and is that open all the time now?
Open all the time.
Yep.
Yep. We have our new fans installed too. So these, floor to ceiling doors that you guys have seen will be open more now that we're getting into summer.
We're still waiting on some umbrellas, but they'll be here eventually.
Yeah, it's true.
And why don't you tell people a little bit of where you're located so you're easy to find?
Absolutely. We're in really downtown Ada, the new ever developing part of Grand Rapids that seems to just, be continually growing. Right in the heart, kind of on River Street here. We're 7415 River Street, just adjacent to the hotel lobby, the new beautiful Ada Hotel, which is quite an asset to us. They've been great and so welcoming.
So you can enter through the hotel or from the street side.
2 entrances. Yep.
And you've got such a cool vibe. It is such a cool vibe. And Jeremy, you kind of hit the nail on the head when you said we wanted the Ada version of something like Aperitivo and Martha's, but we wanted it in Ada. Can you expand on that a little bit?
Yeah, there had been a lot of wine options in Grand Rapids. Some of them closed now, but my wife and I love, like you guys said, love just stumbling upon a wine bar, and it's always romantic. It's great for a date night, and there hadn't been anything like that outside of Grand Rapids, really. So my wife and I were used to going to the same places that we had. So to go to something like this that has a really almost like a European feel to it, especially with the patio right in little Ada Village, it's a really cool, like unique spot for that.
So perfect.
I wish we could show people your lounge area. It's amazing because when Margot, behind the guys, I'm talking to people watching. Behind the guys are the door to the lobby of the beautiful hotel, soon to be award-winning hotel, I'm sure. But if you look in, what you're seeing are like very refined, soft palettes, very luxurious furniture. It's like
It's sexy.
It's like a
It's
little
sexy.
jewel box that
It is. Yeah, it is sexy.
it's literally one of those top 3 date night spots that you have to go and just sit and have a glass of wine either before or after you go out for dinner or get a quick bite there. But it is just looking at it is amazing. That the ceiling lighting that you've installed is literally like artwork. It's incredible. That's what caught our eye. We took a tour through the lobby and went all the way around, did a big circle, and ended up right back at your door and said, let's go. And it's one of those things everyone needs to just try this place because it's phenomenal. It really is a special spot. And it's newly open, so you're still going through that process, and hopefully a lot more people learn about it.
So people can sit inside in a
Yeah.
very beautiful atmosphere. Outside, bring your dog if you have one, and you can also grab and go.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, we are in a social district zone here, so you can grab a glass and walk the town, go shopping, all that stuff.
We got little meats and cheeses people can grab, have a little picnic.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit.
Well, don't forget just stopping in to buy wine too. You've got an amazing selection of really special wines that you've curated. So if you can't find a special wine around town, this is the place that probably will have it.
Yeah,
so pop in, have a glass, take a bottle or 2 with you when you leave.
Yeah, Greg tried to find some wines that are brand names that people know, and then go with some lesser brand names that maybe people are feeling adventurous, they want to try something out, and that's why I'm here and Greg are here to kind of steer people towards those, like we did with Nebbiolo for you guys, towards wines, grapes you haven't necessarily heard of, but when you try it, you're like, oh wow, I really like that.
We had never had that kind of wine before, and ladies, all of you ladies over 40 that think you can't drink red wine anymore, you need to go talk to Jeremy because he's got reds that are not going to give you a headache.
He's the wine doctor. It's good.
The wine doctor. Yeah.
Now we got to put like an asterisk on here. Jeremy is actually not an MD.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Not a doctor, so
Yeah,
just
AMA is gonna come after us all right.
Right.
So,
All kinds of trouble.
and just to clarify, certified wine specialist, you call yourself self-proclaimed wine nerd, different from a sommelier. How?
I try to explain this to everybody. They're basically same for 90% of what they do or what they study. Sommeliers go into the restaurant side of it. So they're more in the restaurant service, meet you at the table, tell you what wines go with what food, and curate wine lists, where CSWs, certified specialists of wine, tend to more stick to if you're going to be a teacher of wine or just a wine book nerd, so learning more soils and the academic side of it. So they're the same, except one's restaurant, the other's kind of academic.
Cool.
And I just wanted everyone to know that because I even messed up the name. Sorry about that. I said certified wine specialist and it's certified specialist of wine, right?
Yes, yeah. CSW is how they
Yes,
put it.
sir.
Nails on the chalkboard for him.
I know, I'm
When you
so
said that.
sorry.
Okay, I'll forgive you.
But I
Sorry.
also wanted
Yeah.
to know what an amazing resource they have. They can walk in, talk to you, and get great recommendations, whether they're sitting or whether they're going. Tell us do you have any upcoming events or things that you're excited about coming in for summer?
I mean, we have a ton, to be honest. So we've kind of planned every month to do something.
Oh, awesome.
Actually, we just had one last night. We kind of dubbed it, Local Country Club already has this name, but we kind of did it around wine, women, and chocolate. So, you know,
Wrong. Check all the boxes.
yeah, exactly. So we had 35 women in here last night, and all female producers. And obviously, with May being Mother's Day and all that, we kind of wanted it to be woman centric, and our majority owner, woman, local mom, which is also kind of why we built this place, right? There wasn't really anything in Ada that was being built specifically for women. And that was kind of the idea, right? A gathering place, no TVs, all that stuff. So last night was perfect example of that. And there was just nothing but laughter in here. And it was awesome. And then so every month we're doing something. Next month being champagne. We're going to do a champagne tasting. And so, we'll just keep checking off the list.
This might be the best time we have a great slide. That way people can follow you on social media and find out in real time when all these things are happening. I think that would be a good.
Absolutely. Yeah. All of that stuff is available on our Instagram and website as well. Tickets are for sale. And then Ada, as you guys know, is just really good at promoting events and doing things to keep people engaged, even in the township itself. So we've got beers on the bridge and things like that, which will be happening right on River Street, right in front of our big, beautiful doors here. So
you can check out the Lark Wine Bar, Ada Wine Bar. By scanning that QR code, you can go back and scan the QR code or go to thelarkada.com and the Lark Ada on every social media channel. So thank you for having the same name on all channels.
All your platforms.
A lot of entities don't do that, and that makes it really easy to find you. And so people can find out in real time about these amazing events. I am very upset that I missed last night. I will not miss the champagne. That is for sure. Bubbles are my favorite. You're killing me with that glass of Nebbiolo.
You know where we are. You know where we are. Come find us. Yeah.
So many times Steve and I are like, where do you want to go? And I'm like, that sexy wine bar. And prior to you opening, there weren't
wasn't
very
out there.
many,
Now we found it.
many options.
It's the Lark.
It's the Lark.
Thank you for finding us.
Yeah.
Any guy out there that's watching this, gentlemen, this is where you surprise your lady and you take her here. She will love it. And it's a special spot.
Well, actually, Steve disappeared when we were doing our Ada hotel tour. All of a sudden, I couldn't find him anymore.
Oh, I didn't.
And I was like,
he was sitting right here by himself. Yeah.
I was sitting down and talking to Jeremy.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, thank God. Have a little bit of a break. Thank goodness. So that was so fun. So we are going to put a bow on this amazing episode. If you are watching on YouTube, do not forget to click the bell so you never miss an episode.
If you're joining from Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn, hit that follow button so you can stay in the loop with all things West Michigan.
And thank you, gentlemen, for being here today. Thank you for watching this episode of Coffee with Steve and Margot, where we celebrate the cool people, places, and things that make West Michigan an extraordinary place to call home. And always remember to plant good seeds.